Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be back with the Mherex redo. We are going to continue where we left off, going for League 3. So I need to earn League points, fuse up the rock to 2-star bronze, win 5 battles on the road, level up a superstar to 40, level up superstar moves, rank up superstars, and complete NXT Tour Chapter Orlando. Let's start off with the rock fuse. I'll just click go. It's going to take me to my roster. You can see here we have the rock. Oh, it wants me to the shards. It's going to talk about shards. So right now, what you need to know about shards is you're going to be getting a bunch of them, and you're going to be tempted to use them to level up your moves. Save all your shards. You will need them later. Trust me on this one. Every shard you get, you'll want to save. You can shard recruit people you don't have by getting their shards. So 80 shards and we unlock this HBK, 2000 this Sammy, etc., etc., right? So that's what shards are, but they're also used later on in evolving. So you're going to want to save all your shards. You can see rock here, it says we have a fuse. That just means we pulled a card that was more than 1 star. We got a 2-star as a reward. So we're just going to click this fuse up button here. It costs some coin, and that's going to make him 2-star bronze, improve his stats, etc., etc. Like so. And we're going to go ahead and level rock up because we have to level someone to 40. You can see as we level him up, his talent increases, his health increases, and all of his gem damage stats also increase. So that's why you want to level people up. And then we're also going to level some of his moves up. What do we want to move? We'll destroy a random area. Let's level this one up. Sure. And let's level his finisher up. Why not? All right. We finished that. Now we got a 2-star fuse of Roman, level a superstar to 40. We finished that. And we need to level up any 3 superstars, moves to level 5, and upgrade 2 superstars to 2-star bronze. So let's go to do that one because we got this Roman fuse. We also can recruit Alexa. So we're going to hit, and that'll do it. Alexa's going to be fairly decent. She got a rework recently, so even though she's old, she should have some pretty solid abilities. All right, we're going to hold that Roman fuse for now. Just for funsies. Okay, 50 yellow TP. And what do we got left? Win 5 battles on the road. League points. Remember the league points were in your daily missions here. We leveled up a superstar. We leveled up a superstar move. There's 100 league points. We don't claim this other one with the league points in it until we league up to League 3, because we're going to need more league points. So let's just slow our roll on claiming anything else until we finish this, and maybe we can, you know, save some time and get rewards towards another league up. Does that make sense? Because those league points are one of those arbitrary slow you down thingers, and we want to avoid those as much as we can. So we're going to leave these alone for now. And then, yeah, let's go claim our daily bag here. We have 2 days in a row now. It gets better. The longer you go, the longer the streak is, and the more you level it up. All right. And what else do I want to do? Let's level someone else's move to level 5 and get that done. I think I want it to be Bliss, to be honest. Let's see what moves she starts with. Yeah. Is her sub pretty decent, actually? Yeah, it is. Really, really solid at lower level. But we don't have the TP for that. So let's go. So we don't have blue. Do we have enough red to get there? Not quite. We'll just go play some matches on the road then. We'll get there. And I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. I'm still waking up. So we want to go beat Orlando Tour now. So let's go do that. See what requirements we have. Defeating the boss in the prior circuit. So we don't have it unlocked. So we got a lot of playing to do. So we have to beat Miami, and then we can beat Orlando. Shouldn't be hard. We'll just go ahead and use Rocky here. Oh, settle in, guys. Shouldn't be hard since we leveled Rock up. I'm just going to go for gem damage breaks, kind of try to play through this a little bit faster and get through the tour fairly quickly. Since you guys have the basics of the gem breaking, I think at this point down, 5 matches give you an extra turn and all of that jazz, right? So let's just try and move the pin bar some here. Little cascade. Blue move is charged. And this should get us the pin, right? And a little rock bottom action. All right. Easy peasy. There we go. On to Big E. Yeah, so like most of this early part, you're just kind of getting a little bit of feel for the game, to be honest. So no need to rush it. Like take your time, kind of figure out the mechanics a little bit. The game that you're going to end up playing is going to be much faster paced than this and more complicated. So eventually your goal is to get superstars that you win on turn 1. You can see it takes a while of all these turns and stuff, right? Um, but eventually you'll get to where all your moves are charged on turn 1 and you're doing all this damage on turn 1, right? So right now it's just more about getting used to the mechanics, playing the matches, enjoying seeing the superstar animations and that kind of stuff, because most of us playing this game are wrestling fans. So go ahead and enjoy it for what it is. It's at this point in the game, it's like kind of more like pure, because for lack of a better term, because you're just, you're a wrestling fan, you're using your superstars, you're having fun. And doing all that stuff, and the better your roster gets of superstars, sometimes you lose a lot of that where you're just like trying to get the next big thing or the next best thing, and you sometimes, oh, big cascade for them, sometimes you lose that enjoyment. So here we're finally going to get pinned. This is the first time I think we've gotten pinned, so this is good. You can see on the pin he did 466 damage to us. All of your gems have damage, right? We have 516 on the greens, so matching 3 greens will easily kick us out. You have 3 turns to kick out, 3 swipes. Um, but if we were to match loot box gems, they're 6 damage. We wouldn't kick out, right? So let's just go ahead and do that. It'll show you. Oh, I cascaded, so we're going to kick out anyway. But once you essentially heal the pin bar by doing damage, then you move on to your next turn, right? Nice 5-match cascade. We get an extra turn. That's great. Let's take this row break as well while we're at it. Big cascade. Turnabout's fair play. And let's see if Jason Jordan stays down. All right. Moving right along. Again, and as you break the loot box gems, they give you the post reward match rewards, and they might look like they're really good right now, because you're a brand new account. Once you league up a few leagues, they're not really important. But if you're short TP, you could farm them. But we don't want to stop on a particular node because it's random what you get from those boxes. Um, we wanna plow through this, get these matches done, and move on to the next league. League 5, we open up contests and factions, I think, and stuff. For sure contests, but I think factions. So really, we're going for League 5. That's where the game starts to change quite a bit, and that sort of thing. So every month, there's what we call an MLC, or month-long contest. So if you hear me say MLC, that's what I'm talking about. So at the start of each month, there is a contest where you go through the month and you can earn shards for three different superstars usually. One of them you get for free just by logging in. It takes like 4 days of logging in to get the free one. That card is usually not, but sometimes they're very good, but usually not like ridiculously good. Then there's and that's referred to as the B tier by Scopely. I'll tell you right now, tiers don't matter. Um, there are great B tiers and there are bad S tiers, right? So when you look at the tiers that are on the cards, don't worry about them. It doesn't mean anything. You're gonna take people as they come, how good they are, and how they, more importantly, also how they fit onto your particular roster. Because somebody that's not good on my main account roster for me could potentially be the best superstar on your roster, right? Does that make sense? So anyway, there's this month-long contest, and then you get the B superstar free. The A superstar can be interesting if you have a big roster and you're in a higher faction and you complete all the stuff, your faction completes all their stuff, you're gonna get it for free. If you're not, though, it's definitely not free. And then they have the S tier, commonly known as the chase, is what we a lot of times refer to it as the chase. That one, very hard to get free, even with a huge roster in a big faction. You're probably not going to achieve that. You're going to have to spend typically a little bit to get it. Usually it's very good superstar, but not always. And then the A tiers lately actually have been quite good. I have a couple on my roster that are some of my favorites, right? So there's that. You're also going to hear a term once we start monthlies, and it's okay, I'll go over this again then. It just kind of thinking about it while we're playing this, called CSS. And you're going to be like, what the heck is CSS? It's Contest Superstar. Every weekend there's a contest. We have midweek contests, and then they have requirements of superstars you have to have to get bonus points. And that is referred to as the Contest Superstar, or CSS for short. I'm trying to think of other jargon and lingo that you're going to hear, and you're going to be like, what's that? You're going to hear entourage or trainers and coaches. Right now, none of the trainers and coaches we have are making a big deal, so I'm not bothered to equipping them because it doesn't really matter. We'll get to that in a little bit. But essentially, every superstar that you own has a training or coaching ability that you can equip them to the wrestler you're using actively, and it gives them bonuses, right? Some of these are significantly better than others. A few are really not very worthwhile. Most are okay in some way in certain situations. Um, when you equip that trainer to someone, it just costs coin to remove it. You can still use that fighter, so you're not out anything by equipping a trainer. The most important ones to start are going to be what are called MP trainers, or move point trainers. Once we get those, let's say like Jerry the King Lawler adds 4 blue MP charge. Instead of starting with 1, we'll start with 5. 1 for our turn, 4 from Lawler, and the blue would start at 5 of 9. So you're already like more than halfway charged, right? So it speed things up a lot. And there's one of those for every color. Red has 2. And then there's 3 dual colors that have 4 MP of each of them. There's a green and a red, which is Roxanne Perez. There is a yellow and a blue that are 4 MP each, which is Braun Breaker. And then there is Carmelo Anthony. And 1 second, let's do it this way. Carmelo Anthony, and he is purple and black, 4 MP each. So those are your 3 MP trainers, and they're very, very impactful. So the 2 MP, or sorry, the 4 MP 2 color trainers are extra impactful. There's also a bunch of sub MP trainers that will add like 2 to 1 color, 1 of another. So you get, let's say, like 2 blue, 1 green. There's like a, all that kind of stuff. All right, I'm not going to do the side nodes because our goal is Orlando, right? So we're just going to burn through that. And we won 5 battles on the road, so we're done with that. We got some TP. So we just need to level 1 more superstar move to level 5. Let's see if we have the TP to do that with Bliss. And you can see Rock here. We could use a health pack and heal him, but you can see we only have 35. But you can also see it's healing up over time. So we're just gonna chill with that. We're not gonna do that right now. Uh, I'm recording this on my OBS, and that was just my Twitch stream, somebody randomly following at 7:23 a.m. in the morning. So you can just ignore that little alert thingy that just came up. Not quite enough to get that to level 5. The red one, though. Level 4. That's fine. Let's just do this. No. Who do we got? We got 1 more move on Rock we can level. Oops. Wrong button, guys. I'm sorry. This is kind of a worthless move. Back in the day, they made a lot of throwaway moves. Deal 341 damage, convert all power gems into protect gems of strength 226k. We're never going to use it, but let's just finish the quest here. I mean, that's not true. We might use it for move damage because it's got some move damage, but we're probably never going to use it. We won't use rock a lot when we get some other options. This rock is not particularly great, to be honest. But now all we have to do is beat Orlando, and then we're League 3. We can claim the rest of our daily points. We want to get our dailies done before dailies reset, because those league points could potentially slow us down for leaguing up. So I wanted to get in here and get this done before reset, so I started doing that this morning, and I wanted you guys also to be able to make sure you could see it. So, and we've apparently not unlocked it yet. It still says locked. Okay. All right, back to Orlando. We'll do the side nodes. I'll probably clean those up off of a video unless they're hard. Any of them are particularly hard, then I'll record that. So back at it with Rock. And we're taking on Shield Roman. Back-to-back blue, that's nice. Get us loaded. You can see now we're getting a little more health. We're not just like matching and ending it right away, right? So it takes a little bit more right now to get those W's. And I guess we'll just go here and real break that. Not going to keep him down. Also didn't fill our yellow up. It's so weird for me. You'll see what I mean later if you remember anyway. If you follow this from the start and you're just starting out, um, how playing the game this way compared to how I normally play on a daily basis, I can't tell you how much faster paced this will get for you. It's interesting because I feel like the slower pace is probably good, gives you a chance kind of to learn a lot of the mechanics because I think the initial comparison and most people make is Candy Crush Wrestling, and it's actually nothing like Candy Crush. Yes, you break gems and stuff, but there's so much more depth and strategy. Um, on the surface, through the tutorial and stuff, it might seem that way, but it gets to be extremely fast paced. And actually, it's highly addictive. It's pretty fun. Um, I think, which is why I've been playing it for so long. Of course, as there are any game that's out for a long time, Um, there's a lot of people that don't necessarily love the game anymore. They love to complain about it more than play it, actually. And Champions kind of lives rent free in their heads. There are times when the game does things, obviously, that I don't enjoy or like as a longtime player. Um, I do think as I've played, most things have gotten better on average, like they continually improve them. There's a few things, sure, I wish that probably never would have happened or changed, but they did. Um, and I think it's important to know no matter what game you play, and this is what's referred to as a gotcha game, not and that's GACHA. You can look the term up. Basically, though, in a nutshell, what is it? It is it's kind of named after like the Gacha prize machines from Japan, where like you put your money in and you get a prize, and essentially like loot boxes and stuff, right, guys? Like where there's new stuff, new shiny stuff all the time that you want to get, and you're essentially, for lack of a better term, gambling to get them in pulls. It gives people what's the word? um Dopamine, right? You get like dopamine from it. Makes people feel good like while they're gambling, that kind of thing. That's why it's addictive. um and all gotcha games work off that principle. This one is no different. You'll spend money, you're gonna advance quicker, and you're gonna get better stuff, right? So not anything new to mobile games, or in particular to this one. So just as long as you're prepared for that and know that ahead of time, it is what it is. You can definitely you can play this game for free and get a lot out of it. You just need realistic expectations of what free will look like. You can see Seamus here is this is a sub. This is our first sub. So there's submissions, right? And it lasts for 3 turns, this one. And while it is on, it's going to drain our MP. If you break all of the sub gems, you get out of the submission. We are not in a position to do that. So you have to match, and you're taking damage and losing MP. You can see this is happening. And yeah, that's a submission. Now we've escaped. We lost our MP, but we're back at it. We get a cascade there, which is good. You can see my health is getting low. So I probably won't end up 3-starring this match. So we'll have to come back later at some time and 3-star it. And I might have to use a health pack on Rock because, damage is starting to mount. He's got some high charge moves. He's not super ideal for these situations because people can sometimes get their moves loaded faster than I can get mine loaded. And then you're just going to kind of take some damage, right? And you can see we did, I think, 1-star it. We'll see. It'll tell us. So we didn't get all of our stars. We only 1-starred it. That's fine. We'll have to come back and 3-star that. It's damage based. So I will use a health pack now so we don't have to keep waiting because I don't have anyone else leveled up. We could level Roman up. I think, do we have a fuse for Roman? Let's look into that. We do, but I don't want to use any of my resources really right now. Roman isn't particularly amazing either, this Roman, to be honest. Also high charge moves. So yeah, you know what? We're just gonna chill. We're gonna chill like we are. We're gonna just keep using Rocky. We'll use a health pack. You could wait for him to heal up. Using one health pack isn't gonna hurt you guys. Just don't try to waste them willy-nilly, you know? At the point where the game is now, like a lot of my superstars, when I'm using him, you see we have 14,000 health at like 6-star gold. You're gonna have like 40 to 60 million health, probably, you know, sometimes more. Showboats can have more. So you'll use like 4 or 5,000 health packs in one heal if you lose somebody, if you want them back. So it's that kind of not a big deal. But just get in the habit of it's good habit to not waste your resources, especially on a free-to-play account, and a new account you're starting. So just don't waste. You can use them. I'm not saying not to use them, but just don't waste them willy-nilly, because we're gonna have to make really smart choices. Because when you're new and you're catching up, and when you're free to play and you don't spend as much, you have to play smarter than somebody who's spending a bunch of money. The mistakes are more impactful for you, if that makes sense, right? You don't have unlimited resources and things like that. So um, I used to, back in the day, there was way less resources. I used to spreadsheet my characters and who I would level up and who I'd put coin and TP into. Um, it's much easier than that now, so that's the good news for you guys. But also, some old habits can die hard. So I still a lot of times have the mindset to save things, depending. And then there are other times I'm just like, you know what? I wanna blow these resources. I wanna level this guy just because I feel like it. But for this account, the playing back in the day like that should come in handy. Okay, so we got through woods. We shouldn't have too many more matches. Again, this will probably end up being about in the same time range as the other one. It'll probably end up being like 30-35 minutes to get from League 2 to League 3. Because okay, here's our first tag match. So people have tag links. We're just gonna go ahead and put Cena in here. They can have tag links. We don't have. We have a PG link with Cena. Any of our moves start with one more MP. So in tag matches, which you mostly see in Showdown and Tours, you can get advantages for that. Also, one thing we haven't seen yet, and we'll cover when we get there, these things are straps or titles. It's a strap you can get and enhance your superstar. Honestly, it's a massive portion of the game, but for now it's not. And then we got 2-star bronze, Shield Boys, Hounds of Justice here, Architect Seth, and Roman. So let's go in here and see if we win our first tag team match. Also, you're going to notice there's a couple different things going on here. See this counter of 3 and 3? When it gets to, when the counter moves down, you have the ability to tag your superstar in, right? Also, the gems you're matching here charge the corresponding moves here. So Cena's got yellow, red, green. For example, if we match 3 red gems, we're going to charge 3 red MP on Cena. 3 yellow, 3 green, 3 green, right? So he can potentially come in loaded if we get enough of the right colored gems. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that swipe. Also notice Architect Seth here. He's got this little hand looking move here. I'll show you in a second. You don't see these used a ton, but they are, I want to get rid of these. They are useful at times. He can, and you see how also when you get pinned, it moves the tag counter down 1. So even though we started the same, we're now ahead of him because we got pinned. But there's this move too, reduce owner's tag counter by 3 turns. So at any time when this is loaded, Seth can hit it and tag in his tag partner. So that's kind of interesting. Mechanic, definitely not in Candy Crush, right? And you can see now we could tag Cena in if we wanted to. I don't, because Rock is leveled up more. He's going to be the better choice for me to win. But if he gets close to dying, we might tag him in. And now he can tag Roman in, which he probably will right here this turn, I would assume. Yeah, that's a reworked move. So you can see he hit us really hard. Because so when they rework a lot of these older characters, their starting out move damage was super low, and then they get boosted. And that was his reworked move, his tag-in move. So he hit us for more than half our life. We're still should be able to win. Just be harder to 3-star it right now. Luckily, it's not something we need to do right now. By the time we need to do it, we should have better options. So you can see here, I could hit the finisher since it's charged. We're probably not going to do enough damage to beat him, so I want to hit this move first to take more damage off of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 9 on the pin bar, so I can create a row break and not pin him unless I cascade, which I don't. So now we can hit the finisher and 0 Roman's health out. Boom. So even though we took some move damage, we got through it okay, but it was a 2-star win. That's another one we'd have to come... Oh, 1-star, my bad. Another one we'd have to come back to in 3-star at some point, preferably when we have more health or can go faster. Maybe both. I'm going to go ahead and use another health pack so we can just keep going. We don't have that many nodes left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting very close to leaguing up, which is always exciting. I think max league now, I don't remember what I am. I want to say like 24 is max league at the moment. I think somebody in the comments can correct me. If I'm wrong, and I probably am. Let's see if we get lucky and drop another blue down. No, but yeah, we not in the spot I thought, but we definitely got a nice cascade there. We'll take the yellow for sure. And there's our blue. I think this biggie got a rework too, so hopefully that move isn't one of them. No, it wasn't. Okay. He's got like reinforced rework, so the red move probably hits hard. Let's see. Look. Nope. Not that hard. So no big deal on Big E. Okay. 2 to make into yellow, huh? Which 2? Let's take those 2. Should fill our finisher, hopefully. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is going to be really close to keeping him down or not. I think it probably will. Hopefully we don't randomly hit those loot boxes. And of course we do, so less gem damage. Hopefully that doesn't cost us the W. I'd hate to have to reload again. Alright, we're good. Good, good, good. Moving right along. Great success, guys. Great success. Now we got Cesaro, the Swiss cyborg. Boom. There we go. That's very nice. I always liked Cesaro. I would not mind at all if he came back to the WWE. And looks like we're going to be able to set this up quite nicely. Row break, catch the yellow, plenty of pin bar to work with into the finisher, and that should easily end it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another 1, 2, 3 for the Rock. People's elbow incoming. Here we go. We are almost there, guys. Yay. Almost there. Anything fun on this board? Not really. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nope. Don't take me blues, KO. Oh, let's do that. No greens for you, sir. Hopefully you'll take the red here. No, but we did get the blue, so. Oh, KO's charged, so let's see what happens here. I don't even remember what he does anymore, to be honest. Actually, I think he might have been reworked as well to do silence gems. It was one of the KOs. I think it might be this one. He doesn't have those moves equipped, though. We'll talk about silence gems at some point. When we get around to it, there's a bunch of different special gem types that also differentiate it for most match 3s. That should be enough to win the match. Let's just go ahead and hit the finisher. Should be enough. Definitely enough. We 2-starred it. That's another one we'll have to come back to. And is this the last match? It is. Last one, and then we get to League Up. So, yeah, let's just use the health pack again, and let's get right in here and knock League 2 out. All right, we're going to take the yellow match. We got Chad Gable in here, Alpha Academy Chad Gable, old school Chad Gable. Big, 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 big cascade. You'll love to see it. Should hopefully get him down and out potentially next turn if we get a random yellow in this random move. About a 50-50 shot of hitting a yellow. And we did get one. Perfection. And now let's end the match. Finish League 2. Wrap up another video in the series. And we're actually at about 40 minutes, so it's about hour and 10 minutes into your WWE Champions journey. You can be League 2. At some point here, it'll probably slow down of playing, right? All right. So, right? No, I don't want to quit the game. We want to League 2 rewards. Boom. And we got a, so you can see we got a Steph Best for Business 2-star. And then we got a Fuse to take Rock up to 2-star silver. Those were our League Up rewards. Now we go to League 3. and we unlock the Road Women's Evolution Tour, Saturday Morning Slam, Dead Man's Daily Normal. Starter pack. We'll go over the offers at the end of this one. We'll talk to you a little bit about them. So we need 400 league points. And then, you know, we got to do a bunch of these other things. The nice thing is the next league is we get Woods, who's our first MP trainer. So that'll be really cool to get to talk about. So what we're going to do now is finish claiming these daily rewards because we can get these league points. There's 100 there, 200 there, 300, or yeah, there. So now we earned all of the league points we need for this league. And I know I'm not going to play more of the league till tomorrow. You can see it resets in 9 hours. So you could save this to see if you get all of your league tasks done and hit the next league up. We'll talk about cash too at some point. For now, just save all of your cash right here. This currency, don't use any of it. Yeah. So I'm going to claim it. You could save it if you think you're going to go through all these. Basically, you need to defeat League of Nations on WWE Live Tour Chicago. Let's go and see if how long that would take to get to. You got to complete the previous circuit. It's not unlocked yet, so we must have to do something else to unlock it, which I will look into. But now for the end of this one, let's take a look at some of the potential starting offers. Let me just go in here to change tour. So you can see what we unlocked is Saturday Slam. This will give you tokens of the green variety. So those are for technicians, green TP, and that kind of stuff. You can go through this and do this if you want, for sure. And Dead Man's Daily is coins. You can also go through this and get some extra coin. Right now, not probably necessary or super impactful. Eventually you get your daily claim does these automatically for you, but you can go ahead and do them if you want to have some fun, mess around, that sort of thing. So we do have the WWE Live Tour unlocked. It's just showing it's not. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe we have to beat the something in the women's evolution. I'll figure that out for the next one. Don't worry. So yeah, that brings us to here's loot. Again, don't worry about any of this for now. I promise you the time is coming when there's stuff if you want to spend, you can. For now, just I would save your money completely. For example, this MP trainer you'll probably be able to get for free in keys, but if you really wanted to spend money, $5 for woods is not terrible. Don't worry about this one. Don't worry about these. You don't worry about Booker T here. He's not worth it, right? Like none of this stuff. Let's check AB8. He's not. No, don't. Also not worth it. None of these starting offers are not good. Andre got a rework. Taker got a rework. They're also not worth $15 for these 2 stars. Alexa, not worth it. You have her already. Also not worth it. Just don't worry. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming where it's a much better value. For now, just keep playing the game. But this one, if you really wanted to spend on something, this would be fine. You'll get him for free probably very soon. So I wouldn't personally. I would wait because again, there's going to be plenty of offers coming that are actually impactful for your roster. So for now, I would personally just hold out. That would be my advice if you want to spend. So yeah, that's another video. We're League 3, and we'll pick up going for League 4. I might have to start breaking these down into 2 parts because this video is pretty long. So we'll maybe do 2 parts from here on out. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. If you're new to Champions, I hope you enjoy the game and have fun, because games should be fun. And I hope you keep playing, because I like having a bunch of new people in the game. It's good for the game. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there. And as always, remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Just do it. Like, subscribe, share. You know you want to.